What's up, guys? So, I didn't bring you guys an update on the Defowler. I mean, I didn't record the update on the Defowler because I ran into some complications. So I just kind of left that video off at just me clearing the check engine light, and then that's about it. I never gave you guys like an update if the check engine light actually stayed off. Update: it does stay off. It works. It does its job. I actually ran into a problem. I got another check engine light from the Defowler. This time it was a little different. I got gas at a gas station I don't usually go to. Also from a city that I don't live in. So the gas that I got was just a bad batch of gas, and it caused the O2 sensor to read the air fuel ratio as lean, and all it really was just a bad batch of gas. So the check engine light hasn't popped up since I've gotten gas at different gas stations. So luckily that's fixed. However, we have a new problem with the car. And it's kind of a big problem. It's a fucking massive problem. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what's going on with this current state of the BRZ. And we're going to discuss what's going to happen moving forward. So if you guys don't know, this is my 2022 Subaru BRZ. And from a distance, it looks pretty normal. I just got wheels, tires, suspension, headers, and a catback exhaust on the car. That's about it. It's pretty much as basic as you can be for a BRZ. It's pretty much stock. But we have a new addition to the car, which is my trunk. Yeah, so over the weekend, I got rear-ended, and they ran directly into my trunk. They missed the bumper entirely because it was a truck. And so the only things that happened to my bumper is this little scratch right here. The bumper's pretty much perfectly intact. There's no dents or anything, and I will go on to explain why the bumper sticks out here. But to put it simply, the accident isn't my fault. I was just sitting at a red light, and I got rear-ended by the car behind me, who I can't even begin to explain the situation. I was just leaving the gas station, and I cleared the check engine light, and it didn't pop up again, so that meant that I fixed the problem, or that it would just pop up within the next 10 minutes, which it didn't, so I did fix the problem. But on the way out of the gas station, I was sitting at a stoplight, and the car behind me, or the truck behind me, was sitting a little close. Just a little close, and he kept on creeping forward, just inching forward, you know, just bit by bit, just a little bit, right, just inching. And I scooped forward twice. I scooped forward fucking twice, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense, all right? I scooped forward twice, and I'm just like, okay, that should give him enough room. If he really thinks he needs to inch forward that much more, yeah, no, the light's still fucking red, and the dude's still inching forward, and he fucking rear ends me. Just runs right into my ass. Like, no fucking questions asked. Didn't even buy me dinner first. Just rams me in the ass. So I'm just like, all right, cool. You know, that's fun. So I hop out of the car. I fucking talk to the dude. And, yeah, so whatever. It's all, I got their insurance. It's getting fixed. It's going to be handled. However, I have some complications with the actual car itself. So given that the damage is just rear end damage and it's very minor, it's not something super major, they did manage to hit a couple pretty big spots on the car that might not be repairable. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those right now. So like I said, he hit a couple areas that are a little not repairable. As you can see here, this is the quarter panel of the car, and it is dented. It is actually buckled right here. And underneath this taillight, which I have yet to take off, there is even more. I mean, I've shined a flashlight in there. There's buckling of the quarter panel extending all the way underneath the taillight as well, which that's a bit of a problem. And then, of course, right here, where the bumper sticks out, that's actually the quarter panel that's been folded inward. So the quarter panel here isn't supposed to, it is curved, but it's not supposed to be that curved. The quarter panel is literally going underneath the taillight here. So see if I can, yeah. So the quarter panel itself is actually going underneath the taillight, which means that that's all frame. This is a unibody car. So the unibody of the car is currently, so this quarter panel is actually the frame of the vehicle. That is dented and buckled in multiple places. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. The trunks can be replaced, bumpers can be replaced. The frame, that has to be basically just bent back into place. Like that's not something you can just take off and replace. You can't just replace a quarter panel. So it's a little irritating, just a little bit. And I do not have my keys. So I got the keys. I will go ahead and show you guys inside the trunk. There we go. A wide angle lens. But yeah, so I'm not going to be opening up the garage door just because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like popping that open just to show you guys the inside of this trunk. I feel like I have enough room here. So inside the trunk, of course, it's bent, it's buckled, it's fucking torn to shit. That's whatever. The trunk, this clip also fell out. It's an interesting thing. This taillight bracket does not fit in the clips anymore, so that's just loose. There's a couple areas in this little crevice here where the subframe kind of buckled in. Here, let me move this. And then of course it goes underneath this taillight and it continues all the way out here. So as you can see, the taillight does not line up with the quarter panel whatsoever. And the taillight, if you look at it compared to the other taillight, the taillight's actually in the right place. It looks like the taillight's pretty much unharmed. The bumper, as you can see, is actually in the correct place. So makes you kind of wonder why the weather strip doesn't line up with the bumper. That is because you can see it here. This is the frame of the car. So that's the frame of the vehicle where the trunk latch is. So the trunk, so it's got frame damage is basically what I'm trying to say here. Now, normally I wouldn't stress out too much about a small accident like this. The trunk still closes. But normally I wouldn't stress out about an accident like this because accidents happen. It's fine. The dude claims he couldn't see me, which I'm baffled by. I get that it's a small car. The car is pretty small. It's very short as well. But the fact that he was already sitting at the light with me and then kept creeping forward, and then once he couldn't see me anymore, he just lost object permanence and ran into me because he forgot I was there. It's whatever. So yeah, as soon as, literally just as soon as I was out of sight for him, it was just out of mind. He was like, the car that was in front of me doesn't exist anymore. And fucking rear-ended me. So, it's alright. The insurance is getting it handled. It's gonna be handled one way or another. This isn't the first time I've been rear-ended. I've dealt with it a few times in the past. Actually, I've dealt with it 3 years in a row now. Because I had a 2018 Honda Civic. It was just a base model. That got rear-ended 2 weeks after I bought the car. And it was very minor. I got it in and out of the repair shop within like less than a month. I think it didn't take long. It wasn't a big deal. But my Evo 10, I showed you guys in my first video. If you haven't, then go back and rewatch it. My Evo 10 got rear-ended. That car was totaled on the spot. I got rear-ended by a car going about 45 miles per hour. And they came to a sudden stop as soon as they hit my bumper. So I got launched into the truck in front of me, and I got sandwiched in between. A fucking Subaru Forester and a Ram 1500. So I got fucking, I got shoved underneath the truck. And since the truck was just tall enough, none of the airbags deployed in my Evo. And the crash bar was perfectly intact. However, the hood wasn't. The hood got fucking, it was very pushed in. But that video is on my channel. You can go. It's the first video on my channel. You guys can go check that out if you want to see just what my Evo 10 was, or see the little montage of my Evo 10, followed by the video of it being totaled. But this car, however, I don't necessarily think it's totaled, but it is pretty obvious that there's frame damage to the vehicle. So it's whatever. I mean, like, if they can fix it, then cool. They can fix it. If not, then that's fine. Plans leading forward, I mean, it's just a waiting game at this point. It's just a matter of just seeing how they're going to handle it and what's going to happen. So I'll keep you guys updated on the process and what happens, going next with the car. And I think what's going to be happening next is I'm going to have to return the car back to stock. I have all the parts just sitting in my garage. I have you guys can't see it. I have the stock suspension right there. Stock headers are right there. My catback is somewhere up in the rafters. So I'm going to be returning the car back to stock before the adjuster looks at it. I have to figure out something for the wheels because I have the stock wheels back there, but there's no tires on them. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get tires on the stock wheels, or if I'm going to have to, I might just find someone who's willing to trade me wheels. It's whatever. So I'm going to figure out something with the wheels, and then the rest of the car is just, I'm going to have to figure that out. And then we will be having it looked at, and if it is returned to me, then we'll figure out what to do after that. If it is not returned to me, they total it, then we'll figure out what to do then. So I just figured I should give you guys a little bit of an update as to what's going on with my BRZ. As of right now, it is a clapped shit box, and I'm treating it as such because it has an accident on record. Could possibly become a salvage title. I'm just going to keep driving it until they tell me to bring it into a shop, have them look at it, and then whatever goes on from there, goes on from there. So, anyways, I will keep you guys updated on the process of this, and we will see where we end up. And, yeah, we'll see where this goes, We'll see where this goes. This BRZ might be here for a while, it might not be here for a while. Who fucking knows? But that's just the beauty of life and the beauty of fucking cars, is that you work so hard for the things that you want just for someone to come up behind you and sniff your ass just a little too close. And then you end up in my position. I have no idea when I'll be able to update you guys next. I will probably record a video on the process of returning this car back to stock, so so check out for that. And in the event that I don't get the car back, well, there's going to be some BRZ parts for sale, so hit me up. Anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll figure this out later.